All right, everybody, welcome back. So today I'm going to continue by working some more. I'm going to be working a little bit more on refueling again. Okay, refueling door is open. Somehow the gear were down. Yowzer. I think I need to crank up the anti-aliasing a little. I've been doing a lot of on the second monitor here. I'm going to be watching the GPU loads and everything a lot throughout the flight because I'm trying to narrow down an issue with CPU spikes. Alright, I've had a little bit of time to kind of relax on this one.
Arco 1-1, Colt 1-1, request rejoin.
Colt 1-1, Arco 1-1, chicks in tow, 1 mile trail at 23,000.
Those guys are breaking off, flying out. I think we're probably close enough that we'll start cutting back here. There's another hang up there.
rejoin.
Oops. Okay, what's going on with the controls here? Oh, those are still registered.
Jack Blair.
Okay. Let's check some other things here. Need to make sure that this is all profiled correctly. Oh, yep, there we go. Huh. Oops. Using the wrong profile. Okay. Boom. Got it. Okay. Speed brakes are closed now.
Arco 1-1, Colt 1-1, request rejoin.
Colt 1-1, Arco 1-1. Proceed to pre-contact at 24,000 at
270.
270.
Abort rejoin.
Oops. Did it again. Okay. I got the speed brakes partly open again. Let's try that again, huh?
Arco 1-1, Colt 1-1, request rejoin.
Okay, fuel doors should be open. Status ready.
Proceed to pre-contact at 24,000 at 270.
Alright, so now let's start finding the throttle position we need. I don't think he's actually at 270, to be honest with you. Certainly not looking like it.
Ready, recontact.
Cleared contact.
Okay, so right now we're at about 3,500 on the fuel flow. I'm just using that instead of the engine position because I have to look less further down. And your eyes need to be in a good spot to do this here. Okay, let's try less. 2,100. Okay, back to 32. Okay, 2,200. Let's see what that gets us. Gaining a little bit. Let's go to 20. Oh, come on, 24. Still gaining. 26. Let's try. Okay. Okay, fine. Back up to 33. There we go. We're at 280. Okay, that's at 3,200, and we're gaining a little bit. Okay, and we need to come up a little bit. And it looks like right at about 27.5, we're getting good contact here.
You're taking fuel.
Oops. No, I'm not. Alright. I'm going to back it back down. Let's go to 21. Let him gain on us a little bit here. 24 now. Go back 20. Okay. Need to slow it down a little bit here. $2,300 on the fuel flow. Oh, contact. Look at that. Yeah.
You're taking fuel.
Nice. Okay, so let's try 2,800. Nope. Probably less than that. Let's try
Contact.
26 and see if it
You're
holds.
taking fuel.
We're just gonna fly with our fingers. Oh, too far down. Okay, let's go to 2,800. Catch up to him. The turn, it looks like we got to use a little bit more power than anticipated there. We're at 3,100. and 282 on the knots there. And let's back it back off. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of left rudder. Woo, look at that. As soon as I put that rudder in, it kicked me around. There we go. Okay. Stabilized again. $2,900 on fuel flow. Let's see if we can get back to a gain. I just need about 1 or 2 knots. That's it. There we go. There's our 1 knot. Let's bring it down to 28. We'll start easing our way up towards him here. A little bit of back pressure. The Dutch roll on this airplane makes it a little tricky to use the rudder for your left-right here. The plane feels like it has a lot. But as soon as I put in the rudder, see how much left bank I get there. Alright, let's try and get stable again here. Alright, 3,000 on the fuel flow. Give it a little bit more to get some speed back here. We need 280. Alright. There we go. About 3 knots overtake, and we'll reduce it a little bit here. Back off the throttle, backing off, backing off. 24, 23. Let me just ease off the rudder there. I'm a propeller aircraft pilot, so a lot of times I have the habit of leaving in that right rudder all the time. It can really get to me in a centerline thrust plane like this. In this case, I still stepping on that left rudder for a while there. Okay, 22. Okay, let's start moving in now. So, let's go to 3,000 on the fuel flow. Let her creep up forward. Going to 27 now. 24. All I'm doing here is I'm searching for the right throttle position that's going to hold me there. Plane is trimmed, and you've got the right power setting. You should expect consistent performance here. Okay, so that makes us lose at 24, back up to 28. We're just going to hold it there, see what that does for us. So 28's almost perfect. So like 28 and a half. So let's bring it up to a little bit up to 3,000 there. And we'll start easing our way back up towards the boom. Gentle pulls. Okay. Now back down to 29. Okay, I'm going to briefly go to 27, bleed off that airspeed. Okay, a little bit more actually here. 26. Alright, so now that we're straight and level again, we'll probably see that we need a slightly lower power setting. Okay, we're back up to 29, just an inch forward there. 27 now. 26. Start creeping up a little bit. Okay, try that again. We were so close that time. So I'm going to aim for about 28 and see how that gets us for holding this speed here. Yep, 28. That gets us 281, maybe like 27 and a half. Go down to 26 now, because now I got 2 knots of airspeed. There's 25 and a half. 29. I gain on them just a little bit here. 27. Okay, we're in the right positioning now, so we just need to bring the plane up towards the boom. We're just going to do that very gently now.
Contact.
There we go. Come
You're
on,
taking
baby.
fuel.
That's it. Oh, yeah. 27 on the fuel flow. Just holding her nice and level. I'm in the right position now. Don't want to mess anything up here. I'm going to drift a bit too far here. Now the other thing I'm trying to do here is get the right sight picture so that when I do this again, I'm conditioned to be in the right position. Let's stabilize her again. Okay. So back it back down. We had what did we say? 27 and a half. 2700 gave us the right power setting. Drop it back down. 21, bleed off the airspeed. We'll go back up to 27. Okay. Now all we gotta do is inch up towards the airplane. And according to the lights there, we're okay on vertical positioning. Oh. Well, everybody, hello. Say hello to Luna. That's my one of my conures. Okay, positioning's good here. And Luna flies away.
Contact. You're taking fuel.
And sinking, apparently. There we go. Okay.
Contact.
That sight picture right there.
You're taking fuel.
There we are. We have it. So we should be able to see all four engines. When we're in the right position. That's good to know. That sight picture is really important when you're formation flying because you should be doing it with your eyes not focused on the other aircraft, but keeping it kind of close to you. Okay, let's take a look and see if we're still in contact here. Looks like it. check it out. Oh, no, we're not in contact. Should be, though. Maybe I'm full. How much fuel does this hold? That's 4,200. That's not. Thing should hold, what, 6,000 some odd pounds without any external tanks? Yep, so this is the right height. Right about there. So we just need to creep forward just a little bit. $27 now. $26. $25. Little bit of an adjustment. Okay, small corrections. Keep saying it to yourself.
Contact. You're taking fuel.
Okay, so you should see all 4 engines, but really only the front piece of the 2 outer ones. Okay, 2,700 on the power setting. Just gonna creep forward just a little bit, maybe 27.5. Give us that. I'm pretty sure that we're almost there in the box.
Contact. Return free contact.
Okay, that's it from me. Thanks, bro.
Abort rejoin.
Okay, now let's back off just a little bit.
Go. Echelon right.
Okay, let's go to steer point. Steer point 5. All right. Well, we got our fuel. Go ahead and close the fuel door there. So it looks like we got it on our second attempt. So really starting to come back to me now. Now let's go find an excuse to blow something up.
Chat flare.
Nope, wrong button. Trying to remember what I mapped caging to.
Out.
Box 2. Pretty sure it's not uncaged. Just saying. Oh, I guess it was.
Altitude.
Ah, track IR. All right. We'll find these F-15s. Box 3? Yeah, right. Yeah, I felt like I just wanted to kill a little bit of time and entertain myself here. Yeah, I haven't been flying any combat sims in a long time. Mostly what I do is X-plane. I spend a lot of time like practicing instrument approaches and such. Trying to get back into it, so play around with the weapon systems here. I see 130. I think all the munitions are off.
Altitude. Altitude. Altitude.
Not well. It was their pre-made mission for aerial refueling. Yeah, but really, I just wanted to screw around with the jet. Feels good. Getting in something faster than a multi-engine turboprop or whatever. By fast, we mean really fast, right?
Altitude.
Yeah, man. I used to do Falcon 4.0, Allied Force.
Altitude.
It was back in the early 2000. Yeah, early 2000s, like 2005.
Bingo.
Dang, I burned all that fuel.
Altitude.
Bet I blew up the tanker.
Altitude.
But yeah, I mean, we used to do these online squadrons. Back then, it was a little more complicated to get connected to people online, but it was a really good time.
Fuel. Bingo fuel. Fuel. RTB.
Yeah, go ahead, RTB, bro. I'm just playing in the hills. But yeah, anyways, Falcon 4.0 and the newer thing based off of it, BMS, they have a much better model for the F-16. Yeah, we used to fly that online. We'd have a lot of fun. And I'm just glad to have a newer sim that does it, because BMS is not compatible with all these peripherals I've got. Let's back off the throttle here. How are we doing on fuel? Alright, steer point 0 or 1. Really. Oh, that's steer point 1. Yeah. 4, 5. Yeah, I'm really hoping to get back to that skill level I used to have and fly online, but it's going to be a long time. Especially since I'm really serious about learning the ins and outs of the F-16 again, but with more up-to-date info. Right? Yeah, yeah, and that's why I'm really into X-plane, for example. But in real life, I fly the just Cessna 172s right now, working on my commercial, but not quite there yet. But it's always very satisfying to get to that level of skill where you're shooting ILS approaches and such, and whatever airplane. Or flying some of the more complicated stuff like DME arcs, whatnot. Really, I'm actually surprised at how much I do remember from this airplane, even though, I mean, it's been a solid maybe 15, 16 years or so since I've even really used one. Yeah, yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, because just out of nowhere, I'm looking at the ICP panel up here, and I'm like flipping through stuff that I haven't used in, like I said, basically over a decade. And I'm like, oh yeah, I remember how to do this. Although some of these functions aren't working in PCS, like cruise, under development. But that's one I used a lot for fuel management.
Ejecting.
2 is ejecting? Why did you eject, man? Okay, let's back off the fuel flow. Let's get the plane trimmed out. There we go. Now, one thing I will have to practice again is the overhead brake. I've been doing normal box pattern landings for so long. Wow, this altimeter only does 10-foot increments, huh? Okay, now I am unfamiliar with a lot of the radio work in here. Let's see. See, I don't know any of these air bases. Right? Like, come on, man. You ejected because you ran out of fuel? You couldn't dead stick it somewhere? So we're at about 1,000 pounds of fuel. Yeah, I'm probably, let's see, we're at 35,000 feet. How many miles? Probably like 75. I don't know. It's going to give us that information anywhere here. No. What I'd really like to know is how to tune in the ILS. Because I'd like to try and fly some precision instrument in the F-16, like the real boys do. Hey Wraith, how's it going? Well, I successfully managed to connect with the tanker and refuel the airplane. Still low on fuel though because I burned it all up with full afterburner. Alright, D Rollins, thanks for the follow, man. You know, for shooting down all those guys, I would probably land this plane and be immediately arrested. Maybe that's why 2 ejected. He's like, I'm not going to be complicit in this. Okay, we'll start a nice descent here. Well, okay, it's not going to be a nice descent. Fuel critical. That's alright. Power off descent, 320 knots. You want to know how real pilots plan their descents? Pick an airspeed, usually below 250 in Class Bravo airspace. Reduce the power and just start descending. I could probably actually put out the boards and steepen the descent a little. There they are. Alright. I feel like the track IR is a little off. I should be like over here. I'm unfamiliar with what airbase I'm going to. I'm pretty much unfamiliar with most of the stuff in this sim. I wish they gave you a kneeboard or something like they used to in Falcon 4. Oh, you know what? There, we have that. We have this map here. So, yeah, got Mars. Go to Sibili. Oh, all right. 8.0. The ILS is 110.3. It's even got an NDB. Interesting. 0.3. Okay, now it's time to recenter that. There we go. Okay, we got it. Alright, master arms off. The fuel doors is closed. Alright, let's turn off our radar. And now let's figure out how to use the ILS.
China, Colt, 1-1, inbound.
Okay, I'm going to pick the nose up and we're going to start decelerating to about 250 knots. Alright, let's pick up the nose more. Okay, lights are on. I'm just going to recycle them because I don't know if PCS files had them running. Okay. And then, let's pause for a second. Go back over to the map. Yeah, it is amazing to see how far DCS has come, for sure. You know, I can definitely see the resemblance still from Lomac. Lock on Modern Air Combat. A lot of this stuff is still there, you know. Anyway, so ILS frequency, they give you two. INA, IV. 0.3. Okay, and we're going to do shift pause for active pause. Okay, that'll give me some time to kind of look this stuff over here. Okay, because what I need to remember, unless this stuff auto-tunes for you, for whatever reason. I know this sim is more about, you know, employing it as a weapon system than it is about flying, you know, in various conditions, but let's try nav. What do we got in here? Nothing? List. Destination, bingo, VIP. Whatever that is. Can't remember. ANS, inertial navigation, D-Link. How is the modeling for D-Link here? Oh yeah, yeah, 14, 15, 16, and 18. Yeah. I really wanted to fly the F-22 and the F-15, but with Falcon 4.0, I just got addicted to the 16. It was awesome. Anyways, air to air, return, UHF. Where are the controls? Okay, I do vaguely remember TACAN being down here. That's still true? And that is true that these planes also had TILS page. Hover down to get the frequency and course speed. Oh, so I was in the right place. Okay, so... Oh, right, it's right here. Okay. TILS. And then... frequency and course. Channel 1. Frequency. And then I remember that you have to change the band because the airplane had, you know, VHF and UHF. I'm going to try this 110.3 and see if I get it. 03, enter. And the course. We did get the, we call it the Morse code signal, so that's good. Outer NDB and inner. Let's see. Do they give me runway numbers? Oh, right there. Look at that. Runway 13. So we'll just go ahead and pound in 130 on the course. Enter. Okay. Let's resume. I want 190. I think that's the approach speed on this airplane. We'll keep it above 200 for now. Okay, and runway 12 would be... It's actually going to take us over this way. So we'll just pretend like we were getting vectored in for the ILS feather. So right shift and K for kneeboard. That's good to know because I rely so heavily on a kneeboard. Okay. But yeah, if you want to be an all-weather single pilot, you know, you gotta actually have some IFR skills. And in a plane this fast, it can be challenging, which is what I'm looking for. Alright, are my boards out? Yep, they are. Okay. So, gear down. Okay, 3 green. Alright, we'll leave, this airplane is all fly-by-wire, so we can leave a lot of the stuff set exactly where it's at, and it'll just fly us to the ground for us. No changing flaps, none of that stuff.
Altitude.
But speed brakes and gear down for landing approach. Now in this case, you're going to see that, ooh, that's a lot of pitch down. I'm going to trim up a little bit. Alright, so we are getting glide slope. I see it. Glide slope's alive. We are beneath it at the moment. Actually, there we go. Now we got it. That little dot you see, I think that's the flight director in this airplane. I can't remember, but I think so. So it actually automates a lot of the work for you on final there. You just keep the velocity vector on that thing. If I remember right. Maybe not. And of course, then you also have the bracket right there, and I can't remember what that's for. So forgive me, I'm still learning. Okay, so we actually need 190 knots. So let's make sure our speed's appropriate. We are above glide slope, localizes alive. Okay. Pitch for airspeed, power for altitude. That should be the inner marker. Or, well, middle marker, I should say, on the approach. Okay. Okay, I need a little bit of left aileron trim there. $160 knots. I'm not going any lower than that. Inner marker. Oh, a little bit of an oscillation there. We were above glide slope the whole time, but that's alright. Start our landing. Oop. A little rough there. Try that again. Oh, that's a plane. Abort! Abort! We're gonna die! Oh. Oh, that's a good idea, Rafe. Yeah. You know, I wish that there was a way to get some more detailed information kind of brief up a little. Yeah, all right. So let's actually go ahead and change gears now and see about doing some BVR stuff. I mean, I basically killed everybody at the airport. I just want to say that. All right. Instant action. Let's see about one of these missions here. I feel like now that I've been refreshed enough, I might just be able to do something here. Okay. Loading. All right, let's give this an honest shot here. If I can pause that. Okay, I needed to pause the track IR so I could do this a little bit more easily here. Okay, so first let's test. Make sure all the switches are off here. Battery's on. All right, jet fuel starter. Let's see if it goes to start. No, it doesn't. Hold on. Let's fix that real quick. I think I can. Okay, so JFS start, edit DCS BIOS command. You can't really see it on screen. Actually, here, I'll flip it over for you guys. Let's see. I can give you the different monitor here. Produce. It's display. Nope. Where I have OBS Streamlabs. There we go. Okay. So here is how I'm setting up all these peripherals with DCS BIOS and flight panels programmed respectively. So DCS BIOS gives it a way to communicate with DCS, and this program enables you to kind of customize however you want for functions. All right, so in the start position, this is probably actually going to be position 2. And then I'm guessing, let's see, so off, I want to be position 0. Let's see where that puts us. It's running. Let's see what happens there. Oh yes, bingo, we got it. Look at that. We can put it to start. All right. Looking for that engine position. Okay, the engine has to be spinning fast enough that it doesn't melt the components to ignite the fuel. Gotta have the right airflow. So hot starts are bad on jet engines. Alright, so looks like the engine's up to speed for the starter. This one I don't have anything set for, but I think I know what I'm gonna do. So what is it? Shift home. Yep. That brings it past the idle detent and the engine can fire up. And I think for that, I have an idea. Alright, so the starter. Engine is online. Okay, we can go ahead and turn that off. Okay. Generator is on. I have the avionics switch mapped to all of that over there. Okay, so avionics are coming on. INS needs to be at align and normal. I can barely read the text on these. I turned down the textures. Okay. Now let's see if the canopy closes. Boom. Switch mapped. Oh, right, that darn handle, man. Can't remember, did I map it to something else? So I've been having this issue where I can't really click the handle closed. Nothing I do really. Right click, left click, none of it. Okay, this is CM. It's not. Yeah, that darn canopy latch. Man. Alright. Well, in the meantime, what do we got? Panel. Okay. Go for taxi. Taxi lights. Strobe. Nav. Okay, so all that's running right. Yeah, I did map it to something. Hold on. It's on this switch panel. Gonna be latch on Golf 6.
Airborne.
And for the sake of lazy programming, oh, on. If I remember right, I just flip it to. It's not even working. Man, this is the type of stuff, man. Let's figure out if I can get that working. Canopy handle. State. Alright. PS BIOS control. New. So that's canopy handle. And this will be state 0. Okay. Save our new setting changes as we fine-tune our sim setup here. That will someday be a beast. Oh. Welcome my other green cheek conure. Still nothing? That drives me nuts. Okay. Let's just find the key binding and press the buttons. I don't want to. I'm not going to sit here and mess with it on stream. Yeah, that's what I think too. Should be clickable near that end of the. Yeah. Axis. Or no, not an axis. Canopy. Of course, it doesn't want to type. There we go. All right. Canopy handle. It's not mapped on anything? Huh. Yeah, it is. It's interacting with the switches behind it, which is a real big pain because like that keeps a fully fueled airplane from leaving the ground. someday. All right, how about we try this? We're gonna try it with track IR on. Oh man, did track IR quit on me here? This is what happens, guys. This is what happens when your life becomes dominated by computers. Yeah, I'm gonna jump on the brakes and get the parking brake on. Okay. Might have to restart the mission if track IR quit. It's buggy. Alright, so in that case we'll just leave track IR on. Okay. Make sure track IR is running. I don't think it is. Nope. Looks like I'm gonna have to restart the whole of DCS. And on that note, hold on 1 second, guys. I'm gonna be right back. Okay. Almost back in action here. I'll tell you, man, with a setup like this, get a lot of bugs, and it's a lot of trial and error trying to work them out so they're not inhibiting your ability to actually fly the game. Okay. Funny is that you guys are actually this. Oh, there we go. All right, now I got the screen. You guys saw it before me. Okay, so it's a ramp start. So here we go again. Stored heading alignment. Interesting. Okay. See, that I didn't know. And in Falcon 4.0, I think they only had normal and in-flight modeled. And in-flight alignment can be useful for all sorts of stuff. Okay, so I need to be able to see over here. Yeah, it's tricky with track IR, but apparently if I pause it, it freezes. And then I gotta start over with it. See if maybe I can center it there and then look down. Start heading. Okay. Now I'll set the alignment back. These are the type of bugs that you gotta work out. Okay. So we'll make sure all the switches are back off. Battery on. GFS start. Alright, so definitely the curve for track IR is going to need to be adjusted. Engines up. Alright. We've introduced fuel into the system. Starting. Okay, let's arm the seat. Come on. Press it somewhere around here, right? Alright, well, we'll get to work on some of the other stuff here. Okay, engine feed's already at normal. Okay, trims are set. Lights. Okay, starter's back to the off position here. Alright. Working our way up the panels. Okay, we are... Now, I don't know if they're modeling this in DCS, but if you have a heavy loadout, you end up in Cat 3. Okay, INS ready. Look at that. We'll let that keep working because we still don't have the canopy sealed. And let's get all this stuff up. I don't think that's really doing anything.
Airborne.
Okay. Where to next? All of our systems set up right. Want this on, this on. Man, they gotta fix this. That's Alright, so mouse position should be sorted between where the jammer and RWR switches are behind it. So, like, right. Oh, that's weird. Look at that. So the tooltip says canopy handle up, down. Right? Why isn't it doing anything? Try resetting the mouse? No. No. Interesting. You can't get it to not work. Oh man. You know how sad that is? Like, what on earth is going on here? Unless... Hold on. I'm gonna unmap it. Hold on a second. My mouse, there it is. Okay. Let's just delete these settings in DCS BIOS. And we'll try it again. That may be part of the issue, is that what I'm using is causing issues. Nope, still not working. Look at that. Left click, right click. Press and hold maybe? Nope. Huh, okay. So something's up with the switch because the canopy wasn't fully sealed. Alright.
You're laughing?
Welcome again, one of the Green Cheek
Infield
Conyers.
train on station at Bulls 284 for 100 at 8,000.
Alright, so now that we've got that going, alright, let's turn these on. Just gonna set this to manual. Okay.